Oh shit, Pikachu, I think I got a real bad... Oh shit, Pikachu, I think I got a real bad feeling about this. Oh shit, Pikachu, I think I got a real bad feeling about this.
Hello, and this is Stone Reviews, and today we're going to be reviewing the new Big K.R.I.T album, Forever is a Mighty Long Time. And before you ask, that is a body pillow, or it's not a body pillow with the Milady guy on it, but that is a bass trombone. That is indeed a bass trombone, and thank you for noticing. Anyway, off to Big K.R.I.T. I've never heard of Big K.R.I.T before. He made a lot of waves recently. Just looking across the internet, I'm seeing appraisal on his new album all over the place. So I decided, okay, I need to listen to this. So I sat down and I listened to it, and with no bias at all. I've never listened to a Big K.R.I.T album. I am not a fan, or I was not a fan, rather. But we started off with the first track, and I was immediately interested because it opens with a gospel choir, and it's awesome. The performances are great. It's really grand and awesome. I'm sorry, I'm not very descriptive with my words, but it was awesome. The second song, really cool guitar leads, really bluesy. The chorus is kind of a highlight of this track. I really like it. And of course, there's a really cool bass, sub-bass, grimy bass going on. Kind of reminds me of something off of Tyler, the Creator, his most recent album. I think the song I'm thinking of is Who Dat Boy. Really cool grimy bass in that, and similar thing here. The third song, I really like this song for a couple of reasons. The flow between the flow of T.I.'s verse and the flow of Big K.R.I.T's verse is just, they're great. You know, they just flow together really well. The beat is wasn't the greatest, but I like the stereo hi-hat effect that they had going on. Summonstein, and should be noted at this point in the album, I was a little bit underwhelmed, a little bored. Summonstein, the chorus is good, and I like the guitar features, but the beat, I'd say, wasn't too captivating, at least for me. But yeah, there's a melodic break that I kind of enjoyed. Overall, I was indifferent to the track. And then there's a track, 1999, and that's like an R&B track from 1999. I wasn't too into it. I'm not really into that style of music, so I'll disclaimer right there. But I appreciate it because it was well done. Okay, so that should be noted as well. It's like I can appreciate things without being a fan of it. So there's that. From there we go to Ride With Me. I wasn't really into this song. I don't really remember it too well. I'll say that. There wasn't really anything sonically that I could gravitate to, like, personally. So, I mean, I'll say that, again, I do appreciate what they're doing. Get Up to Come Down. I love the horns on this. This was the first song that I kind of really liked. At this point, I will note that I was feeling that the dynamic contrast between tracks was kind of one note, with the exception of 1999. That was a quiet, R&B track. But when it's loud, and I was kind of noticing that. I was getting a little bit bored of it, and that's just me. Okay. I should be noticed on Get Up to Come Down, CeeLo Green does make an appearance on it, and he does not sing. He actually raps. I've never heard that before. I've never heard him rap. So I'll just say right now, I was impressed. He did pretty good. The flow of CeeLo was pretty cool. It was just weird that he was rapping. Layup. At this point, I picked up my trumpet and as I started playing, and I noticed they were playing a B-flat Mixolydian scale throughout the song, so I was kind of enjoying that. A good song, Layup's pretty good. And then classic interlude. This is where the album takes a big turn for me, and I'll say it for a couple of reasons. Okay, so really entertaining skit, but I didn't really get it at the time. They start going on about how this album is a classic, or that's what I'm getting from it. And I'm sorry if that's not right, but to each their own, like I say. He starts talking about how he's this is a classic and blah blah blah. No, it's not a classic. It's kind of a fourth wall break that I kind of enjoyed. From there we go to Aux Cord, and I really like this. There's a lot of pentatonic arpeggios in the background. I'm sorry if it's not a true pentatonic. There's one note in there. I don't know. They sound pentatonic. Anyway, it was kind of a old school sound, and I really liked that from it. From there, the beat goes into a halftime beat, and I really enjoyed that too. The transition was really smooth and silk, and you could actually feel it coming. The anacrusis of it. You like that, kids? Anacrusis. It's when something leads into another measure or into another beat or whatever. I don't know. So from there, from Aux Cord, which is a great track, we go to Get Away. I like the chorus on it. Not too much about this track. I'd say creative use as the timer. There's a section where they incorporated a timer into the beat, which I thought was very creative. I'm into plunderphonic shit, so that was creative. I liked it. I'd say the beat on this song was kind of one note. The instrumentation is just generally subdued in this song for some reason. That's what I gathered from it, and with the rapping on point, and that's fine. For me, it's just not into it, I guess. But from there, we go to the other side of the album, and I have to say there is a big difference here, and it's when I was sucked into it, and the album did not let me go for an entire 45 minutes. Justin Scott, it's the name of Big Krit, and holy shit, just realized the first album's like Big Krit doing Big Krit stuff, and it's very very modern sounding. Then we got the second half, Justin Scott, the real Justin Scott, guys, the real Justin Scott, and he's coming to you with soulful, beautiful instrumentals and singing about how forever is a very mighty long time, and yeah, it's just great little instrumental track here. I loved it. It was grand. It was fucking orchestral. I loved it. Mixed messages. Great melody on this one. I love this song. I'm gonna sing this one a lot. I'm not gonna sing it to you because you don't get everything. You don't get everything you ask for. Anyway, from there we go to Keep the Devil Off. Oh my fucking God. Keep the Devil Off. Great track. Love the gospel stuff, the horns. It was just like production on overload, man. This guy's pumping money into this album like it's like fucking I don't have a reference, or this that metaphor just failed really bad. But anyway, the organ. The organ is awesome. There's this awesome organ solo and horns at the end, and man, good shit, my man. Miss Georgia. And at this point, I'm like, you fucker, you fucking knew. You're like, this is a classic. This is a classic right here. All right, and you are gonna love this. And I'm like, yeah, maybe. What, you think that's gonna happen? And it fucking did. It did happen. It did. Miss Georgia is fucking amazing. And the gospel singer on this, I don't know if that's Joy or someone else, but man, is she amazing. And that's something I need to accentuate here, is the singers are freaking awesome throughout this whole thing. Okay. The string section at the near the end of the song here, absolutely gloriously spectacular. It's so out of left field. Like I did not expect that. Um, and so ends beautifully, of course. This is a beautiful song, um, and everlasting. There's a nice little a cappella rap thing going on in this track that I really like near the end. And I kind of identify with the song on a lyrical level. I'll let you figure out what that means. I'll let you take a look at this track and figure out for yourself if you like it. How about that? But it was good, and I liked it. Okay, Higher Calling, we went through that one. Weekend interlude, I laughed at this one. This was a hilarious interlude, and I welcome it. It was so funny. That's something I need to accentuate. I'm not going to say that word again, but I need to let you know that there are... Well, anyway, we'll go on. Then from Weekend Interlude, we go to Price of Fame, and oh god. It's like, again, you fucking knew. You fucking knew I would love this shit. Orchestral pads, some kind of horn-like synth going on, and the lyrical content here is something that, a lot of us have thought about, even though you're not famous. Do you actually want to be famous? Like, it's probably pretty shitty, and he kind of makes it makes a point of it here. It's not everything. It's not everything in the world. All the things that you have, you give it away. I think he talks about that at the ending, but from there, go to Drinking Sessions. This is a nice, kind of a depressing track. It's very sad, sad lyrical content here, and it actually was kind of frightening to listen to. It's just listen to the track. You'll understand what I'm saying. At the end, especially, all the things he said up to that point get kind of driven home by the fact I'm just pouring myself another drink to numb the fact that everything fucking sucks, like, and then the recording of it. I love the recording, the stereo effect, just like the filling of the cup. I enjoyed that. I like the details, man. Okay, The Light. All right, The Light is a fucking god tier track. It's amazing. It's got these jazzy drums with a somewhat hip hop beat at the same time. Like it's got that head bob feel. It's just you just want to do that, And the rhythm section, man, the drummer here is just so tight and awesome, and the horns and everything, the saxophone, just wonderful, and political lyrics that are very poignant and relevant. Just awesome stuff. And then we come to the conclusion, and man, he did not let up. A lot of albums, I gotta say, they fizzle out, man. Don't fizzle out on your album, man. You know who did that? The last album I listened to did that, and it was Colors. And I have to admit, I was really depressed listening to that album because it's like, man, I have nothing to say about this album. But man, here you go. Bury Me in Gold. God damn, man. Again, the beat is awesome. Real drums on this thing, soaring horns, and the ending is amazing. Just at the end of that, he's talking about how he'd give up everything, and you need to find a higher power. Like all this materialistic stuff ain't worth shit without like the better things in life, like family, blah blah blah, and God. If you don't believe in God, whatever. But like, you can see, people who have that kind of stuff, they're richer than those who have a bunch of shit. You don't need a lot of crap to be happy. Kind of the cool little message there at the end. So anyway, we're gonna give this a score, and it's gonna be a good score. 70. equals 184 divided by 200. That's a 92, folks. That's a 92 out of 100. You heard it here first. A 92 out of 100. The highest score on my channel. Okay, so there it is. A nice 92 out of 100. This is a album that I highly suggest, and I would hope that you check it out. I'm still looking at my screen a lot, so I apologize for all the are they called misnomers or the misdemeanors, the YouTube misdemeanors that I'm doing. So, yeah. Tune in for more wacky reviews here at the Stone Reviews area and the Stone Reviews area. Love you, bye.